Oh, it's time for a winter welly collection, isn't it? And I've got all sorts for you here. My name's John Scott, and this is Pavers Shoes. You're going to see me and Sheila oohing and ahhing over the delights of all of these wellies any minute now. So sit back, relax, and I'll see you again when I've shown you all of these wellies. Do you know what? Wearing wellies, I think it's the chance to make a statement, isn't it? Sometimes maybe you want to be a little bit demure in real life, but then when you get your wellies on, how about a short little pair of, well, they're Chelsea boots, aren't they? Chelsea boot wellies, right, in leopard. So you've got your typical Chelsea boot here with your elastication on the sides. Then you've got your full welly there, and then you've got that, I love a welly with a heel because I hate being flat to the ground. Really, really nice chunky sole there. And now they say they're a standard fit, Sheila, but you said there's plenty of room.
They're very roomy, very roomy. I would need a big thick sock with these.
The thing is, I would never wear wellies without a thick sock.
No, you always would wear a thicker sock anyway. But I just think these are befitting for, let's say, a Christmas market or something like that, because they can be quite sort of muddy and a little bit soggy underfoot.
Yes.
So you don't want your big knee-high wellies for that sort of thing, and these are very glamorous, aren't they?
And also sometimes we just go for a walk, like when we go for a walk with Julie's dog Darcy. Sometimes we're not in very muddy, but the grass is wet and things like that, and you don't want to wear your shoes because they're going to get wet. And these just be perfect if you're not going to be going through deep water or deep mud or anything like that. I think these are fantastic. Or would you even get them muddy? Would they just be a fashion statement?
Well, there could be a fashion statement, but you could potter in the garden in these as well.
Totally. Get yourself some leopard print gloves to do your gardening. It'd be lovely, wouldn't it? So these are Pavers Chelsea boot wellies in the leopard. I wore this shirt specially, look, because we've got the same print on my shirts on the wellies. And then you've got this lovely kind of sweeping, swirly on the... Now, they sort of look almost like they're see-through, but they're not at all. They've got a lovely fur lining, these. I've never had a pair of wellies with a faux fur lining. They are the Pavers floral print. They call them a calf length. Would you call these calf lengths?
Well, I've got a long leg.
Oh, okay.
So they sit just underneath my calf, which actually is quite good for some people, because if you do have a heavier calf, sporty calf, something like that, they're hard to get on a full-length wellies.
I can't wear wellies for that reason.
Yeah,
I can't
so
get them past
this
my
is a good length because it's still going to protect you from weather. And what I do love, like you've just pointed out, John, that fleecy lining is a dream, isn't it?
Does it go all the way around? Is it in your toes as well?
For your tootsies.
Oh, how brilliant. So they're going to be in your... Because the thing about wellies traditionally is they're cold, aren't they?
They
You
are.
put a thick sock on, but they're always cold. Not these. Lovely and fleecy. These are fantastic. These are the Pavers floral print calf length wellies. You are going to love these. They're like a traditional navy welly, but look at that gorgeous print on the side. Are they peonies? Are they roses? Are they dahlias? Aren't they beautiful? Now, if Rich could just speed up his pan out, that would be helpful. Look, aren't they beautiful? It's like, do you know what? And I don't want this to sound wrong, but it's like the most exquisite tattoo, isn't it, on the side of a pair of boots? It's lovely. But traditional wellies, Sheila?
Yeah, absolutely. The whole body of the welly and the sole of the welly is like a really good, robust Wellington.
Yes.
Not heavy, but you've got that femininity to them, which I think is just lovely. So nice these days that you can get a Wellington boot that's not just plain navy, plain green or plain black. You've got that lovely detail on there, but besides that lovely detail, you've got a really good sole there with a really good grip, and then you've got the adjustability here as well. So there's plenty of room to pop your trousers in. But let's say you've got a really thick pair of trousers, it's a really wintry day, then you can actually adjust this with the buckle here to make it a little bit wider.
You have your thick trousers and your thick socks, couldn't you?
Yeah,
And they'd be
absolutely.
really cozy. And also, what I love is when we wear wellies, it's normally a wet, dismally muddy day.
It is.
How uplifting would these be to slide these on before you go out to meet your mates with the dogs? Anyway, I love them. They are the Pavers Flores... I can't even say it. Pavers floral print wellies.
Now, John's just nipped off for a cup of tea and a chocolate croissant. So I'm going to tell you all about my lovely wellies. These are fabulous. What a gorgeous colourway. You've got the navy background, then you've got all these lovely little flowers on there. And if you can just see here, you've got this buckle. So you can adjust that so you can tuck your trousers in really nicely. they've got a fabulous grip on the bottom as well. So any type of weather that's going to come to you over this sort of like autumn, winter, these are going to keep you really nice and protected. Just look at that grip on the bottom there. And I just think, you know, sometimes when you're wearing wellies, you've got your basic blues, you've got your basic sort of blacks and greens. These are a happy welly. And if you think about clothes that you wear, you might have something to match these, like a big sweater or a big coat. So I think these would be lovely in your wardrobe.
I'm back. Should we start now? Are we ready to start? Oh, have you done it without me?
I've done it without you. You've missed it. You've missed it all, John.
And I don't drink tea. Is it a beagle? Is it a basset? Or is it a make-believe dog? Anyway, these are lovely. These are going to cause, when you turn up for the dog walking club in the morning, these will be like, oh, get her with her doggy boots there. Aren't they a beautiful colour? Really, really beautiful colour. And I love the way it's got a shaping here, because we're always talking about sporty calves, aren't we? Really, really lovely shape here. Now, I do have to warn you, and this is not me being negative now, there's no fur lining in this one, so you'll need some lovely Pavers socks to go in there and come over the top to make them really cozy. They've got an insole in them, and then you've got your traditional kind of heel and sole on there. Shelagh, they come up quite high.
They do, yeah. They're a really good length of a Wellington boot. But I just love that you've got these little doggies on there, and the colour's great.
That green is gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, if you do wear sort of quite country wear, and you've got sort of like a wax jacket or something, these are going to be lovely with that. But it's got a really grippy sole as well, which I think is really important. But yes, a long sock with these, John.
Definitely. And it's a traditional welly. There's no little buckles, there's no nothing. It's just your straightforward, everyday welly, but in the most gorgeous print. We love a polka dot, and these are fantastic. It feels like it's almost see-through with the polka dots underneath, but it can't be see-through because look in there. Look at that gorgeous faux fur inside there. And what I love on this as well is look at that. You've got your elastication. How much are they going to stretch if you do have a sporty calf? A very traditional Wellington boot. You've got the shaping from a Wellington boot. You've got your little pretend toe cap there. You've got the grip on the bottom. So this is brilliant because back in my day, when you'd go walking a Wellington boot, you knew that your feet were you could feel everything through them. On these, you're not gonna feel. You can walk over all sorts of terrain and pebbles and grass and mud and everything and feel really safe and secure in those. And I just love the fact they've got fur inside.
Oh, John, and that fur is so thick and luxurious.
Oh.
I would just say though, with this one, it is a definite standard fit.
Right.
So if you like a lot of room in your wellies, maybe go up a size. But for me, I'm a standard size 6.
Yeah.
They fit lovely, but actually with these you do not need a big thick sock.
I was going to say you don't need a sock because of the fleece, do you?
Yeah, the fleece is so thick, but you've got that extra little bit of give with that elastication on the calf there. But
isn't it funny they put the elastication on the inside? It's normally on the outside.
Yeah, but then it's neater, isn't it?
Oh no, totally.
Yeah, but they're a nice welly and a nice looking welly too.
They certainly are. So these are the Pavers polka dot Wellington boot. Just come in the one colourway, the navy multi. These are a must-have. It's like luxury. This beautiful, beautiful soft faux fur on this cuff at the top of this very traditional boot. Now, it's not, we just called it a Pavers Wellington boot, but I think it's slightly shorter, I'd say, than a normal Wellington boot. But you've got all the lovely, in the old days, these would have been seams, but actually they're just kind of in the mould of the boot sort of thing. You've got a lovely kind of tyre grip around the edge here, feature around here. And then, of course, you've got that fantastic sole with the heel. I love a Wellington with a heel. These are just pull on like a normal welly. Does the faux fur go all the way in, Shelagh?
It does.
Oh.
John, it's an absolute joy. Because when you look at them, you think, oh, it's a conventional welly.
Yes.
And then you see that fur top that goes all the way down to your tootsies. They're gorgeous.
Because you'd think it would just be for fancy. You'd think they'd just put a fur cuff on the outside for fancy.
No, it is so luxurious inside. And these actually sit, you know, the widest part of your calf.
Yeah.
It's slightly below. So, you know, if you do struggle with conventional wellies, these are going to be a good one to go for. But they do keep your feet toasty and warm.
And you've got enough room to wiggle your toes in there?
Absolutely, yeah. They are a standard fit.
Yes.
So they're not oversized or anything. But yes, plenty of room for my toes.
Do you know what? This looks like a luxurious... This is the kind of boot I think you'd find in a designer store in London, in Bond Street, when you go to almost like a riding shop. It's beautifully formed, this. And the actual, I don't know what you make the outside of a welly of, but it's just absolutely gorgeous. You've got your little buckle detail there. You've got your length, your welly length on here. You've got your faux toe caps and your heel caps and everything. You've got your gripability at the bottom. You've got your heel, but look at this. How luxurious is that? Now, they do come in 2 colourways. Now, you might not be able to see the difference on your telly or on your whatever you're watching. It's on computer or whatever. There's black, which one I've got. And then the other one they've called burgundy patent. I would say it was more of a mulberry. It's the most exquisite colour ever. Sheila, isn't it lovely?
It is a fabulous colour. Really, really different, isn't it?
Yeah.
But again, the actual feeling of these wellies are like something else. As soon as you pull them on, all that gorgeous, thick faux fur, it feels lovely. Right round your calf, going down in towards your toes as well. So there's no need for a big, thick sock with these.
They look so elegant. And you've got the buckle there as well, which means you can extend them out if you want
that's
to,
right.
can't you? But they're a really lovely length. They look really stylish. You can see the colour. You can see the colour on yours when it's on you. You can see that. Beautiful. It's a really, really rich mulberry colour. I love it. These are the Pavers fleece-lined wellies. Did you order one? Did you get the short one? Did you get the long one? Did you get the dogs? Did you get the spots? Or did you get the flowers? You let me know. You can all contact us all the time through the Pavers website while you're there looking at the shoes and the wellies and the scarves and the hats and everything else that we sell there. So I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. I'll see you next time on Pavers.